Good morning, boys and girls. We are going to focus on lesson 3, bar graphing. This is the lesson you are responsible for next in Zearn if you are following along with the videos. Before we get into bar graphing, let's do a little fluency warm-up. Units of 6. I can use the count bys, the 6 count bys, to help me determine the number of units. So I'm going to give you a number, and you're going to have to tell me the number of 6s in that number. So let's start with the count bys. 0, 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 42, 48, 54, and 60. Let's try this out. How many units of 6 are in 12? You can't count 0 because there's no units of 6 in 12. But if we start with our first finger, that is 6, and the next one is 12, how many fingers do you have up? You have 2 fingers up. Let's try with the number 30. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. You have 5 fingers up. There are 5 units of 6 in 30. 54. How many units of 6 are in 54? Let's whisper count it. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. I counted 9. I hope you did too. And finally, how many units of 6 are in 42? Go ahead and do that in your head. Did you get 7? You are correct. Choose one more number, your own number, and see if you can quiz someone at home. This is our word problem of the day. I see vertical tape diagrams. The vertical tape diagrams show the number of fish in Sal's pet store. I see that there are 5 tanks. And in each of the tanks, there are units of 5. So there's tank A. I don't see anything for tank B. Here's tank C, tank D, and tank E. So now what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions because we can use the data to answer and solve some problems. Find the total number of fish in tank C. Show your work. Well, I'm going to skip count. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Tank B has a total of 30 fish. Draw the tank diagram for B. Now, when you do this, you really want to try to use the squares that are already there on either side to draw equal groups. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You don't have your notebook out or you don't have paper, please make sure that you are really following along. If you'd like to recreate this on your notebook, you can do that. How many more fish are in tank B than in A and D combined? Well, before I do that, this is something I like to do with vertical tape diagrams and with bar graphs. I like to put the total value above each of the tape diagrams or bars, because then when I go to solve problems, it just helps me look at numbers a lot quicker. So I have to look at tank B, which is 30, and A plus D. 15 plus 10 is equal to 25. So now we're looking at the difference between tank B and A and D. So what is the difference between 30, 30 and 25? There's a little subtraction problem for you. I hope you said 5, because really it's just one group of 5. So let's move on. We're going to stretch our brain. I'm going to click back, and I want you to look at this vertical tape diagram. Take a picture in your mind. I'm going to ask you, how can we turn this vertical tape diagram the data from our word problem into a scaled bar graph. You're going to focus on bar graphs today. Boom. If we look at the title, it says the number of fish in Sal's pet shop. And if you look along the left side, you're going to see that there is a scaled line here. It starts at 0 and it goes up to 30 to show tank B. And this is partitioned into groups of 10. We used groups of 5, but if you could imagine partitioning each 10 in half, then you would see the scale that we used. And along the bottom are the different tanks. So today in Zearn, I hope you have fun with bar graphs. Bar graphs are a ton of fun. And tomorrow I'm going to show you some data from way back when I asked you what you are reading at home. So have a great day of learning, boys and girls, and I look forward to seeing you at our next Zoom.